Bauducco is a leading manufacturer and retailer of baked goods, most notably known for their beloved panettone, a Christmas tradition and favorite in so many households. However delicious it may be, we aren't here to talk about that today. We are here to talk about a technical challenge they were faced with, which so many organizations are. How do you modernize your integration architecture to scale? It started with an ERP migration. They had a 25-year-old legacy ERP, which they knew they needed to modernize off of. They chose SAP S4 Hana as their new ERP, and when mapping out the migration plan, a lot of complex integrations were surfaced. Accenture quoted it would take them 18 months to help the business out, and they just needed a quicker solution than that. So they shopped around and get to Digibee, a modern iPaaS solution that would connect these complex integrations. So they came to them with a challenge. They needed to connect 14 of their legacy ERP systems. They needed to do it while minimizing risk. And they also needed to do it in a 14-month deadline. First and foremost, it's important to look at how Digibee executed the entire migration from a legacy ERP, SAP ECC, to one in the cloud with SAP S4 Hana. We did this in 6 seamless and methodical steps. We integrated all of Bauducco's business applications with Digibee as the core integration platform, connecting their old ERP and new, and integrating with all their legacy and modern systems and applications like their supply chain management system, customer relationship manager, and warehouse management system. This was critical to the operation so we could connect their WMS as it was. The code was so complex that having to wait for it all to be rewritten would have delayed the migration timeline. Digibee's approach enabled the legacy ERP and modern ERP to run in parallel, connecting to all of the legacy apps and modern web apps simultaneously. This eliminated any sort of big bang cutover, which is how we were able to essentially eliminate risk altogether. Data from each business application was synced in real time from both SAP ECC and SAP S4 Hana until they were ready to sunset the legacy ERP. At that time, Bauducco was able to simply turn it off, zero downtime occurring for the business. Now, let's get into some key results. Digibee reduced time to implementation by 30%. All the integrations that needed to take place for the migration were achieved in 8 months' time. This is 4 months ahead of schedule from when the migration was to take place. 40% cost savings on the project was achieved. Digibee saved Bauducco $2 million on project expenses. This also doesn't even include the cost savings that came with improved business efficiencies and operations post-deployment. Zero downtime, less risk. No business interruptions occurred, and no downtime. This is because all of the data ran in parallel, and because this project was able to be achieved 4 months ahead of schedule, there was plenty of extra time for testing, significantly reducing risk further. Ultimately, Digibee delivered well within budget, ahead of schedule, and with no disruptions to the business. The project was the beginning of a partnership between Bauducco and Digibee, and further accelerates digital transformation efforts to this day. For example, Bauducco brought on a new e-commerce platform, and in 4 weeks' time, they were integrated, up and running before Christmas, and increased e-commerce sales by 40% that year. Digibee proves again and again, and especially in this case, that an iPaaS solution can make all the difference when looking to modernize your integration infrastructure and speed up digital transformation efforts, just like it did for Bauducco.